Hey guys, Shane here with etrailer.com. Today I have a 2020 Toyota Corolla Hatchback, and I'm going to be installing the CURT Class 1 Trailer Hitch receiver. This is what it's going to look like when it's installed. The cross tube is completely hidden behind the bumper fascia. The only thing we're really going to see is our receiver tube, so it maintains a really nice clean look on the vehicle. It's going to be a steel construction, black powder coat finish, so it's going to hold up really well in all weather conditions. We're going to have an 1¼ by 1¼ receiver tube opening, reinforced collar to give us a little extra stability there. Our hitch pin hole is going to be 1/2 inch in diameter. It's going to take a standard 1/2 inch hitch pin. The hitch pin and clip does not come with this hitch, however it can be found here at etrailer.com. We're going to have rolled steel safety chain loops. They're going to be welded on the bottom of our receiver tube. It's going to accommodate different size safety chain hooks. You can see we have very large openings. This being a Class 1 hitch, you want to make sure that you're only using Class 1 accessories. Now I'm going to give you a few measurements to help you on deciding on any of your hitch mount accessories like your bike racks or cargo carriers. From the center of your hitch pin hole to the outermost part of your bumper, it's going to be about 4 inches. That number is important for any of your hitch mount accessories that may fold up against your vehicle. You want to make sure they're not going to make contact. From the ground to the top innermost part of your receiver tube is going to be about 12 inches. Keep that number in mind for any of your hitch mount accessories that may require a little bit more ground clearance. As far as our weight capacities go, we're going to have a 200-pound max tongue weight, which is the downward pressure on the inside of the receiver tube. So you want to make sure when putting on bike rack or cargo carrier, you're not exceeding that downward pressure. We're going to have a 2,000-pound gross trailer weight, which is the trailer plus the load included. Always recommend checking the owner's manual of the vehicle. Make sure the vehicle can withstand that amount of weight. You're going to go with the lowest number between the vehicle and the hitch. To start our installation, we're going to be removing this center black section. On the underside, on each side, we're going to have 2 Phillips head screws we need to remove. Once you get one side, repeat it on the other. Then, these little clips run all around this edge. There's a little tab right in the center. You're going to push up on it and then push out. You're just going to work your way around until you get them all unclipped, and you can remove the panel. Now, before we pull this all the way off, we're going to have a couple more clips up here on top. We're going to have a wiring harness attached to them. Take a pair of needle nose pliers, and you're going to pinch the bottom and push that through. Just like that. You'll have one there. Then you'll have one right here. Once you get them loose, you're going to take this panel and set it aside somewhere safe. And we're going to take a 12mm socket, a long extension, and the plate off our bumper beam is going to have 4 bolts on it. We need to remove that. We're actually going to remove the bolts and remove the whole bumper beam itself. We're going to have 4 on each side. Now we're going to very carefully slide this out so we don't damage our fascia or our lower panel. And then we'll set this aside. Now the directions are going to tell you to flatten these tabs because this is going to go back in over the top of our hitch. If you want to flatten them, you can. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bend them out so that it helps hold this in place while I'm putting the hardware in. You can do it really either way. Kind of go like this. We'll set it on our hitch the way it's going to be installed. You want to make sure you can get your hardware through the holes. I'm going to take my receiver tube. I'm going to go over my lower panel like this. And it's a good idea to have an extra set of hands to help you. Kind of line it up with our holes, and we're going to do the same thing with our bumper beam. And we'll take the included hardware. We'll get one in on each side to hold the hitch up in place so we can install our remaining hardware. The new hardware is actually going to be a 13 millimeter. Might be easier if you have your extension to help get those installed. If you're having trouble getting your hardware in the top and it keeps falling out of your socket, take a paper towel, take one of your bolts, and put it in place like that. That'll keep your bolts from falling out of your socket. We're going to tighten and then torque our hardware to the specifications and the instructions. Once you have everything tightened and torqued down, you can go ahead and reinstall your fascia panel in reverse order from the way you took it off. Once you get your fascia reinstalled, you're ready to go. That's going to do it for a look at and installation on our CURT Class 1 trailer hitch receiver on our 2020 Toyota Corolla Hatchback.